So here we go, stupid Railworks free weekend. I'm gonna skip this because we don't want to log into this because this game's obvious shit. Also, notice how this game is doing 1500 FPS. Yeah, pretty sure it's doing that. I guess I wanna drive a train and hope that I can drive a train in this game. So what does this thing offer us? We get three forwards actually. Well, one is deal 0 that I included in the free week, and for some reason I just see that the selection of sessions is sparse. Okay, well actually, so there's rail fan sessions which are currently trains passing by, I assume. Is this which is the Euro Runner. That doesn't really look heavy bettered. They already are lying on the thumbnail, which is amazing. I hope the game sound is okay. Yeah, let's turn it up a little. So that's amazing. What else do we get? So this seems to be freight trains. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So this seems to be like the wall runs from Garmisch-Partenkirchen to Innsbruck, which is a good comparison since I know that route from Trainz. What else do we get? Everything else is like short shit, and I'm not gonna care about that. So I will do the full run, and I will not expect any like proper train selection. So from what we can see here, I do expect exactly a Talon 2 being the only passenger train on this route, and a Eurorunner being the only freight train locomotive on this route. I don't expect anything more like I do in Trains. Haha. So what else do we get? We do also have North Wales Coastal. The sessions are also pretty... well, they're only doing 1 hour sessions at max, you know what I can see. How are you supposed to pronounce this? This is Llandudno. So this is Llandudno to Shotton. Oh, this is a 2-part session, okay. There's the Coradia, Lint. Wait, no, not Lint, but there's the Coradia, which is ugly. I mean, there's worse. What else do we get? We get the Sweet Voyager. I might check that one out tomorrow, because that one does at least look decent. But they're only offering either 20-minute sessions with it, or sessions in shit weather with other shit. So yeah, everything's shit. I think you're getting this. So mention about that route. What does Peninsular offer? Shitty American locomotive. Again, 60-minute sessions being the max on this. Okay, I guess you get some fast kind of American trains. Since when does trains have fast? Since when does America have fast trains? I don't know. What the heck is this? I have no idea what that train is. So there's Riviera line, which, oh, it does have long sessions, but what I see is that that line also exists in Trains already. Well, kind of. It's not exactly that part of the Riviera line, but another part, but it does exist in Trains as a line like this, and it does look extremely great. It's also freeware for Trains, you should get this actually. What else do we get? So we get some of the weird Loco DLC. And stuff. But yeah, my selection is pretty clear. You see, American is meh. And this one, well, I want to check out the Voyager. Yeah, they only give you either a short session or a shit better. This one is in Trains and it's already better, and this one is in Trains as well. But yeah, the one in Trains is dated, and I think I should have a look at something German. Well, I mean, they say that everything's nice here, so I'm gonna try and start this, and I will see how hard I fail because I'm not doing any tutorial kind of stuff. I have played like the first version of this and I have hated it. I have always hated any kind of games as the Railworks series. And I played the first one and it was shit, and it's the reason why I've never touched this again ever. But what I do remember is that it was basically the MSTS controls, and yeah, they kind of swapped around a few keys, but it was basically MSTS controls. So what we'll try is drive this with MSTS controls and hope that this works. But I have no idea what will actually happen. As I've already said, I've never played any of the modern train simulators. I've also punch up the settings up to super high, and we'll see how this behaves. You can already see that it takes extremely long to load, but to be fair, Trainz does that for detailed routes as well. However, I've been told that the whatever is included in Railworks is like really bad and stuff, and only the additional content you have to pay extra for is good. But we'll just take whatever the game gives you and have a look at that. And what should I say? I don't know, is this game actually so blurry? Or is it like related to some settings being altered at a depth of field? But like this Talon 2 cap already looks pretty meh, I would say. Okay, we can zoom. What else can we do? So this is the... okay, it has MSTS controls, that at least, though I don't get this break. So it has the MSTS controls. Oh god, what the fuck. This game looks like a blurry hell, and I can zoom in, I can zoom out. Page key doesn't do anything. This HUD looks bad because it's like super fucking huge. I should probably open the left hand doors, which from what I know about this train is this button here, and oh, the button isn't clickable. None of these buttons actually seem clickable. Can you even open the doors? At least we get 2 horns. And this train already is coming pretty quick there. But I'm already seeing the basic issues. So we do have a camera that's in autistic mode. We do have a Talon 2 that looks worse than its Trainz counterpart. We have scenery that looks like it's MSTS. We have a game that's overall as blurry that it could just be Bus Simulator 2016. Yes, this game could just be Bus Simulator 2016. How are people even playing this? This game is garbage. Like, just from the graphics. Why are people saying this game has good graphics? Is beyond me. Also, there's no backwards lines. Typical, they have no idea how German trains work. Also, yeah, I already mentioned that the doors don't open. The tracks don't have free sleepers, and also the tracks are flying, which is always a good sign. This just looks horrible. Like, you can't do this in open rails. This is a joke. So what does it look like on the inside? Like a super restricted camera. What does it look like from the top? Again, this just looks like... I have to take a screenshot of this. This looks like open rails. Seriously, you're presenting me with Open Rails 2.0 super expensive edition. No understanding for this. Also, this HUD, I don't get it. I have to click anywhere here. Man, I guess we can't even turn the lights on. Let's go through this again. So we get a few buttons. We get, what the fuck, we get a cruise control. That's already a bad sign. We get a so-called cruise control in a train simulator. cabin lights. Yeah, we don't need those, but good to have. We have a headlight switch that I wanna enable, which oh, it does have backlights just at the front part of the train. And how do you use this? Oh, there we have lights. Okay, so we have lights. We have the forward position. The door is not clickable, which makes me question how would one even open the doors in this game? Or more importantly, can you even open the doors in this game? Instrument lights, no, thanks. They're not helpful for opening doors. So, I mean, I don't know much, but I know that in Trainz you can, for once, turn on the Zabula display, and in Trainz you can also open the doors, which apparently you can't in this game. And I'm not saying that the Trainz version of this train is like perfect, but at least it's free. So that's certainly an issue. See, like this is technically a train we're paying a lot for, and is it trying to make me depart now? Where even is it like saying when you have to depart? I don't get this stupid HUD, but either way, let's try to drive. Oh yeah, shit. I haven't played in a long time. Oh, so this has combi brake, I get it. Yeah, I mean the real train does too, so that's good. Start the door closing sound. Release, yeah, please release, because we're driving with combi lever. Do any of those do something? No. Well, the way these levers work is confusing as fuck. Apparently, that happened. So I don't know, it decided to open a door, I guess. I don't know what it really did. So let's try again. I'm not giving this up. I'm not already giving up. At least the train moved for a second before the game closed itself. So at least that. But from what I can see is that we are getting open rails with a train where you can't open the doors. And I mean, even in open rails you can open the doors of a train. I mean, sure, in open rails you don't get freaking cows, but you can open the doors of a train. So let's see, actually, I mean, in MSTS you opened the doors with enter. Well, not actually open the doors, it just started like this kinda, but Bean Patch and Open Rails, I think they... no, Bean Patch actually had a different thing. Open Rails opens them with Q, but I dubbed its Q. Well, Q is doing something for sure, but it's also pretty much not opening the doors. So the pantograph is up. How many wagons does this thing have? It has a no, it has 2 4-wagon consists. Can we see a schedule? So this is whatever. I have no idea, it just became more blurry now. So this is extra blurry mode. So let's click this again, I hope. So this is some view to look out the train. There's another train. Oh, I can't take a photo. But this definitely feels like really killing me. This looks like Bus Simulator 2016. It looks horrible. So these are carriages. This is like top view. So that's all these sparring. I want to put it into the... no, that's not actually the direction selector. Where's the direction selector? guess I'm just doing it like this, where the directions like this. And this is released. And this is what we're driving with. Now we want to enable the lights, and now they look okay. So then let me go to this, which... Oh, we can get rid of the HUD or reduce it. Oh, that's good. That's pretty neat. At least it's not huge as fuck. I prefer the Trainzer being on the side, but it's not huge as fuck at least. So if we are here, we can also look for doors. Well, T is for goods, so I might open doors. I mean, some train passengers are goods after all, and some games they are. Motor start, more start. Cameras. They don't really seem to offer. No, there's no control for opening doors. What the? Can you not open doors in this game? Is it really this bad? Also, did the weather just change? I can't even go into the interior. Like they're trying to hide how bad this train is by not letting me into the interior. But I can't disable the horrible graphics, the field effects we are having. What I mean? Oh, there's... Actually, how did I miss that? And we just had the other HUD, which kind of, yeah, it did open some doors. It beeps at us if we do this. Oh, you click on whatever side you want to open the doors on using the HUD. Who is coming up with that shit? So we have this thing running up here, and I imagine that it's counting down when we depart. I imagine. I don't know. I have no idea how this game works. But at least it did open the doors, and it automatically closes them. So you select the door side with this key down here, and then it does something. Who comes up with this shit? What did they spoke? And fucking hell, I forgot how to drive any MSTS kind of games. I'm so fucked by the controls, because I constantly try to use the Trainz controls. Also, I want a small HUD again. At least I want to somehow be able to see like the speedo of the train. Because this one down there is like ass. Okay, well I guess I'm constantly trying to accelerate with W because that's how you do it in trains. Shame on me. So let's start onto a fantastic ride from Garmisch-Partenkirchen to Innsbruck. There's a 50, but that's actually a 60. Whatever. Oh, there's the 60. Oh, I mean, we do get some super elevation, so that's nice. And we can watch from the outside, and that still looks like open rides, but we do get super elevation, so... Props for the super elevation! And also props for the nice crossing sounds. But that's everything I've seen so far, that's good. Okay, in the cab it looks a little bit more decent from the lighting. Yeah, as I said, I know this one from... Oh god, those trees look bad. These are some hilarious trees. Oh, and they... Fun fact, they're still doing like the swapping around keys. You know, you accelerate with D in open rails, and that's another thing that I always hated about the DLCs in games is, unlike NSCS and open rails, you accelerate with A and go down with D or something. So there's a station on the left side, and I do know from Trainz that this station on the left side is actually a station you only stop if a passenger wants to. And I guess nobody wants to, because nobody's here. And that bell came pretty late. So yeah, we're not stopping. Minimum power seems to be able to keep the speed. So I do see that. Look, this is. Do you see how there's like all the trees missing up there? Trainz is this is ultra settings. Trainz on ultra settings gets trees all the way up there, and gets shadows on all objects, which aren't present here either. And it also doesn't look like freaking Bus Simulator 2016. But anyways, let's continue. I mean, you can definitely argue that the Garmisch-Partenkirchen Innsbruck line in Trainz does not look as good as this. It looks even worse, yes, but it did have proper trains with it, and it did have trees to the top. Anyways, let me look up where the trains actually stop. Sehr geehrte Fahrgäste, willkommen an Bord dieser Regionalbahn von Garmisch-Partenkirchen nach Innsbruck Westbahnhof. Unsere nächsten Haltepunkte sind Kaltenbrunn, Gleis, Mittenwald, Scharnitz in Österreich, Seefeld in Tirol, Reit, Hochzürl, Martinswand, Kranebitten, Allerheiligenhöfe, Innsbruck, Hötting und dann erreichen wir Innsbruck Westbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Fahrt. Wir erreichen Innsbruck Westbahnhof voraussichtlich in 70 Minuten. Okay, so much about announcing the train. From what I can interpret from this HUD is that we're going uphill, and that the train is nicely holding the speed of 60 without problems, which does not seem really very realistic to me, but we can lean back and enjoy this ugly game. But yes, I can say it does at least have some nice super elevation, so you have to give them that. Here's a spot that looks okay. You see how this is just one really ugly pasted on texture. This destination sign already just looks out of place. But yeah, as I said, at least down here the tree problem isn't as noticeable, and we get super elevations. So let's watch the train from up here. Also, we're actually only making 23 frames. And yeah, I mean, trains on ultra settings on 23 FPS looks a lot better. So I'm not sure if they're actually wanting me to stop at Kaltenbrunn or not, so this is a little confusing. So we do get some very minor cap sway. Trainz does that better. Then we get crossings which sound when you're 1 meter away. We get rather low FPS for what the game actually does. Trainz does deliver something that's a lot better at that FPS count. To be fair, Open Rails doesn't, but for Open Rails it's an engine issue, and I do assume that it's pretty much an engine issue as well here. Okay, no, we're not stopping from what I can see. Unser nächster Halt ist Gleis. Oh, actually, it shows us when we will approximately arrive, and will also show us when we're supposed to arrive and distance. Okay, so that's nice, I guess. Anyways, let's go back down to minimum power. Even though I have the feeling the game doesn't really let us do anything wrong, anyways. So what have we seen so far? As a conclusion after this point is we cannot open doors properly in this game. We cannot, I don't know if we can activate the wiper actually. Okay, we can. It's the standard MSTS key layout. We can pretty much just play this game without any tutorials because it's pretty much MSTS apart from them missing out the keys and apart from me being used to Trainz. Well, the game itself doesn't look much better than MSTS, so the similarity is pretty clear. The HUD is just huge, and at a location where I don't like it, actually. No, you cannot move the HUD. So in MSTS, it's a basic feature, you can grab the HUD. I mean, in Trainz you can't grab the HUD. So yes, but at least Trainz doesn't put it like at the very bottom, blocking off your speedometer of the train. But whatever. Also, I wonder if we could have PCB here, or like train protection for those who don't know trains. I mean, the buttons themselves, they are pressable. I could push those buttons, but I don't see any button to actually switch it on. Neither can you switch on the Angular display, which would be pretty neat, and also, I mean, as soon as we reach Austria, PCB would end anyways. I think, I don't know what train protection they use in Austria. They could also use an Induzi derivate, which would mean that it's kind of comparable to PCB, but I actually don't know. I see that the stream is like a horrible backlog, but I mean, nobody watches the stream anyways, I could just turn it off. And at least end up with a good recording. But yeah. Also, so far I'm pretty bored by this game because, I mean, I'm watching this train drive itself pretty much in a game that looks like MSTS, but in MSTS you actually have to drive the train. In Trainz you actually have to drive the train and also go faster. I mean, I see that this is not a fast route, but so I see it's not a fast route, but you just put it like into min power in the game, and it just keeps the 60, and that's completely enough to keep the... Okay, now we gotta brake a little, but it seems to be enough to just keep the 60 kilometers, because the speed of this line never changes, just completely 60. And Yeah, so it's just a 60 kilometers line. Sag Fahrgäste, wir erreichen nun Gleis. Der Ausstieg befindet sich in Fahrtrichtung rechts. So yeah, just put it into minimum power and then it drives itself since the line speed never changes. It's not much difference in Trainz though. Trainz doesn't have this kind of hold the speed feature for once, and secondly, the Trainz version of this route at least has like lots of PCB signs to keep it awake. Wow. Did I stop this nicely? I guess not, but I mean the door's still there, so let's try getting out the big hut again, because I don't know if you can unlock the doors on the small one. Oh, it does actually not open this door, it's intelligent. That's nice. Oh, because I don't need the big hut for anything else, so I just go back again. And these are really unnecessary, they don't help at all. They should use the lower ones for these lower stations. Huh, doesn't seem like the programmers were pretty smart or knew anything about trains. I thought beeping doesn't sound natural, but whatever. Wait, wrong direction. Would you start driving, please? Be a nice train or something? I didn't overrun anything. Well, I don't know. So the train isn't driving anymore, and I have no idea why. Oh wait, you don't need to do the unlock thing, you just click on the station and it will open. Is that the reason it didn't drive? Because there's like people there? No, is it closed like that? No, it can't. Can we continue again? I mean, the game's just playing itself, so we could restart it and just have the game play itself until here, but I would like to continue without having to watch the game play itself. It doesn't seem like the game wants to drive again. Also, you've probably realized that there's no cars ever going here. Well, I guess the train decided it doesn't want to continue anymore. It appears because I didn't stop super accurate. Probably. I don't know. But the train doesn't start anymore. It's this big lever. Oh, has no function. Outside of this, which is emergency brake, but that didn't have function either. Well, looks like I kind of broke the game. Unless there's something back here I can click, which I can't. Nope. I seem to be able to repair this, so... I mean, there's one thing that sometimes games do better if you save and reload. Tells me I'm going too fast. How is that even possible? Oh, it's going doing the shitty arcade thing. Well, next try. Can I load? Oh, and it actually drives on. Fuck, I can't focus on the game now. Okay, well, that was. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. No, I don't want max power. Shitty train. So, indeed, reloading the game fixed the issue. Yeah, fuck off. Why is this already giving a penalty when you are over 1 kilometer an hour? This is like Japan. Are we in Japan? We are not. So stop giving me a penalty for being 1 kilometer over. That doesn't happen in real life. That's not how they're doing it in real life. But at least I did get the train to work again. Screeching noise intensifies. So if the train gets stuck, we have learned now that saving and reloading fixes this game. And there's the 40 kilometer coming up, but it's and since I know it's coming up, it's boring. Also, yes, okay, I'm not gonna give a fuck about like these scores because they are giving me penalties. And what are those long trees? do trees like this exist in Austria? I've never seen anything like this in Austria. It's actually still Germany, but near Austrian border. Whatever. Fucking hell, I hate these controls being the wrong way. My brain can't deal with them. So let's just use the hill to slow down. For the 40. Next station being Mittenwald. The issue being that I did spend quite some time in Kleist because I hoped I could actually fix the train when all the time was just a reload of the game. So we're going late, but this is Deutsche Bahn after all, and there's no Deutsche Bahn train that doesn't go at least 5 minutes late, so I think we're good. And stop, like, what the heck is the reason for giving a penalty for this? It's not even, like, you can't really properly do the speed with the shitty controls this game gives you. Also, how long is this really going on? Well, yeah, fuck off. I'm just gonna ignore the points anyways. Wait, it's no showing a 60 again on there. So assuming that this is the top speed we are allowed to drive. So assuming that only one of those is the top speed we're allowed to drive, we actually have a 60 again already, despite the game only showing us a 40, another 60 again. So technically this is still for the area, but let's just follow this so we don't come way too late. Time for some outside view. And we get some trees that don't look like super garbage at least. So we finally have trees that look okay, but we still have a lot of treeless mountains. Let's look inside. And since we can't turn the camera so much because they were probably too lazy to build anything more of the interior of this train, we can't really see a lot. So let's slow down again so the game is happy. So Nazi speed Japanese train simulator is happy about it. No, really, like, why should I care about those points? They don't exist in real life. Like, what's the point of doing this arcade shit anyways? But I guess the community is a different one. I just like how Railworks people always argue their sim is super realistic when they're playing a sim that, first of all, is missing a speed sign but still gives you a higher speed. That does not allow you to open doors properly, and what most importantly has arcade points for going too fast at 1 km/h, which is super normal in real life. That happens. It's not, nobody gets killed for doing this. Also in real life, we don't have treeless mountains. Is this a red signal? Well, it looks like it is one. But I mean, it's not showing red here, so let's just run over it. Yeah, we just went over the red signal and nothing happened. Amazing. Also, the red signal apparently gave us a 50 kilometers without showing that. Sehr geehrte Fahrgäste, wir erreichen nun Mittenwald. Bitte beachten Sie, dies ist der letzte Halt in Deutschland. Zur Weiterfahrt benötigen Sie ein Ticket nach Österreich. Halten Sie außerdem Ihre Reisepässe bereit. Nee, Spaß. So this is the last stop in Germany. On the left there is a train. Short one, not probably saying Munich. Which makes sense since, well, short running trains that don't continue to Innsbruck, they do terminate here. So that's probably one. Let's stop now. And then just left the station, the other train. Open the doors, please. Oh, we're getting an 80! Yay! Beep, beep. So let's continue. Hä? Waar Leute gehen? Wir begrüßen alle in Mittenwald zugestiegenen Fahrgäste in der Regionalbahn nach Innsbruck. Zu Ihrer Information noch einmal: unsere Haltepunkte sind jetzt gleich Scharnitz in Österreich, Seefeld in Tirol, Reithochzürl, Martinswand, Kranebitten, Allerheiligenhöfe, Innsbruck-Hötting und Innsbruck-Westbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Fahrt. Is there just 60 down there? Let's see if they give us an announcement sign this time. Doesn't seem like they're doing so, so let's brake manually without the sign, but they acknowledge that we're apparently getting a 60. I don't know if you noticed, but this game is also lacking station announcements or announcements at all. I'm doing those manually because it's lacking them, and I don't know how realistic this game is, but the Trainz version of this route had announcements. And there's an Austrian speed sign, as we've just seen. So yeah, this was the border. These few houses on the right, actually, if we don't know if you have seen them, but those few houses on the right there, those were like the border patrol former. Oh shit, I'm going too fast. So that was like the former border patrol. And there's still like a border, an actual border between Germany and Austria. And we're also just about to reach the first town in Austria. Oh, we have some Austrian right signals now. Sehr geehrte Fahrgäste, wir erreichen nun den ersten Halt in Österreich, und zwar Scharnitz. What I'm also noticing is that they are missing the P signs, which are whistle boards, so that you actually have to do this, that you actually have to blow your whistle at those crossings for pedestrians. So those pedestrian crossings, they do in real life have whistle boards, and in trains they do have them too, and in trains you're just continuously raping the whistle button basically on this route. Whereas here you're just going to kill some pedestrians which don't know your train exists. Which doesn't seem like a smart idea. Der Ausstieg befindet sich in Fahrtrichtung links. So it's trying to tell me I'm going too fast for like 1 km an hour. This is hilarious. The game is also missing the stop boards, which would normally tell you where to stop, which means that I can't just guess where to stop. But I don't really know. And just look at this gap. Everyone will just fall into the gap. The word gap is not even the right word to describe this. They should call it the black hole of dying when trying to board the train in a horrible game. And the way this man works is it looks pretty fun. Like, it looks like this guy is like super fat. He doesn't really look fat, he just walks fat. If that makes any sense. Anyways, the Austrian signals look pretty nice. I'm gonna go 50. Okay, so the FPS seem to be good again. We're around 45 at the moment on ultra settings, and yeah, keep in mind this is ultra settings. This is the highest thing you can do with this game in this route, and it's like missing so much stuff that people are saying this game is realistic. Like, for example, I completely missed that I'm in a 70 zone. It wasn't displayed in the HUD, it wasn't displayed with a speed sign. Like, all of that is just completely missing. I can just guess and sometimes look down there and, oh, yeah, I realize I'm driving way too slow. But you see how poorly made this game is, and I don't get where people are saying this game is good in any way. I don't know when people keep saying this game is realistic. At the current standpoint, from what I'm seeing here, with all those missing details, Trainz is more realistic if you use a freeware in Trainz is more realistic, and to get base game costs you €10 if you get it on a good day, compared to this which costs you €15 on sale, and it's utter garbage, and any of the freeware for this game requires more payware. So until you find a probably usable freeware route, you need to pay €100 in payware, which is a lot less than Trainz. So please don't buy this game. That's all I can say. And this looks like it's supposed to be a station, but guess we're not stopping here. Okay, what I'm saying is that so far the train's like the more realistic for less money sim, and also Trainz even has a better modeled, like Trainz looks like 10 times better. as far as design outside goes, but also the talent 2 in Trainz just looks a lot better. And it's free. That's the most ironic part about it. Oh, this time we do get a speed sign at least. What I have to say is that the super elevation and the sound design of this game is nice. Which means that sound design, well, Trainz could theoretically do this as well. A lot of people are not using what Trainz can do sound-wise, so we don't really have a good comparison in Trainz for sound. Super elevation Trainz can, obviously, but well, those are the only two things I'm kind of liking so far, is that like this kind of dynamic drive comes over better in this game than it does in Trainz. It's hard to describe dynamic drive, but what I mean is like you put the lever and you immediately feel how the train accelerates, and so this is one of the large downsides of Trainz. You don't have this kind of dynamic driving. The Trainz doesn't just accelerate. All trains yeah, they just accelerate there, and they don't give you this nice feel that a passenger EMU would give you. They just feel like American diesels all over the place. So this is what they did get quite good. This is, for example, also a reason why I love Kashinai Network and BVE, because it also has this dynamic drive put in the lever. You feel how the train works, and also has some super elevations, and it also has some low speeds. It's Japan, so you gotta stop correctly. But most importantly, it doesn't give you arcade points if you're over like 1 kilometer per hour. Actually, BVE used to do this, but I think OpenBVE was in the last version they changed this. The arcade system isn't as bad as it was anymore. But I never paid attention to this. I never pay attention to arcade systems in general. I try to enjoy the game. I'm not having fun get ruined by those arcade systems. Like you see minus 8,792. Yeah, that would be game over, I guess, but instead I'll just continue driving and the gameplay itself. JK. We're slowly but surely getting forward. 60 is still the max speed here. They could have chosen a more interesting route for Germany, to be honest. But I mean, the route itself is interesting. Well, the tunnel section is interesting, which we'll hopefully see later, which is like the thing I'm kind of hoping for. The tunnel section to be better than Trainz, because people, I mean, the Trainz version wasn't great, but the Trainz version was at least not quite as boring as this version is. Oh, finally a station. So, die Frage ist, unser nächster Halt ist Seefeld in Tirol. So if you look at the timer down here, it looks like we're pretty much on time again, which is good, so you can catch up the schedule. Der Ausstieg befindet sich auf beiden Seiten. Amazing. No, not emergency, please, thanks. See how that train speeds away? It's immediately at full speed and people complain about trains and trains accelerating too fast. Well, yeah. I think you should look at your own game first. I've already mentioned how shit this game is. So, die Frage ist, der nächste Halt ist Reit. Oh, finally we get a nice view, kind of. No good further perspective we got. Wow. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts. Oh, that's a pretty small way to place the train. It's not opening all doors. But I hope it's good like this. Oh, and here's the first tunnel. The route in reality has a lot of tunnels. And the tunnels were one thing that Trainz didn't do that well, so let's hope the tunnels at least are good. And yeah, the tunnels seem decent. At least compared to the rest of this game. Die nächste Station ist Leiten. What the heck? The train is way too long for this station. Amazing. And it doesn't want to stop. Day train, do you want to stop? Because I should try the additional brake lever. next station is already Hürth, which is actually nice. Actually, let me look at the route map again. Yeah, after Hürth I come all those tunnels, and then comes like the nicest section of the route with the majority of the tunnels, and with Martinswand, which is amazing in real life. I don't know how bad it will be in this game. We'll see. Wrong, fuck it. Here. Oh, what you can actually see is that the train route continues in this direction, and it won't let me get a nice screenshot. Can we get a nice one from here? No. Okay, so let's go into the tunnel. Oh god, this... Oh, yeah. Of course. This is a very well-placed camera. Inside a mountain where the tunnel is. Didn't they do any beta testing on this? But yeah, I love how this awesome JPEG file drawn by a 9-year-old. And there was grass flying in the tunnel entrance. Vergesst, in Kürze erreichen wir den schönsten Halt unserer Strecke, den Bahnhof Hürth. Bitte achten Sie beim Aufsteigen auf die vielen Bäume auf den Berghängen, welche ein Mahnmal an die Abholzung und an den Klimawandel sind. Vielen Dank für das Fahren mit der Bahn, welches nämlich sehr klimaneutral ist. Spaß beiseite, der Ausstieg befindet sich in Fahrtrichtung rechts. So at least the train fits this time, but on the other side it won't fit. We're not for this signal, but we can see is like the Austrian repeater signal there. So that's nice that they've implemented those. And yeah, lovely trees. So you know we should go on what in reality and in a Trainz version is the nicest section of the route. And we'll see how nice it is in this game. Wow, those 2D trees. And now comes a very long tunnel, as you can probably see from the hut down here already. So now we're coming into the interesting section where you can theoretically look out the side, but we'll only see a lot more treeless hills. So it's probably not even worth looking out the side. Yeah, it's not at all. And we're approaching Martinswand, which is like the iconic point here, and from Martinswand on we're going down again. What Martinswand allows is, if there's busy traffic on the line, then at Martinswand two trains can pass each other. As you've noticed, the line is single track. So that's what Martinswand is for. I think there's no actual passenger station, there's never been one, because I mean this is in the middle of nowhere on a mountain. There's no reason to build a passenger station here. Unser nächster fahrplanmäßiger Halt ist Kranebitten. It's another of those super tiny stations again. How am I going to open the doors if I can't look outside? Yeah, they thought this one through very well. So I guess we need to move out of the tunnel before we can even get our camera to person stations and 11 passengers. Only one person. How about people who wanted to enter from the first part of the train? Yeah, they're not going to enter. They're not going to leave the train, I mean. Die nächste Station ist Allerheiligenhöfe. Interesting map of the route. Can't really identify what this is trying to be. It smells unreadable. I mean, there's no car traffic here anyways because Austria is dead, but let's still honk the horn because I mean the crossing belts don't work. So we're already like in the city boundaries of Innsbruck. It's slowly coming down into the town now. Und der nächste Bahnhof ist Innsbruck-Hüttingen. Oh, an animated train. Too bad it looks like the model. It looks like model-wise it's from 2001. Oh, finally a station where we can fit the bullet train in. Or can we? Let's see. Yeah, we can. But the master doesn't work anyways. Let me save here. Because the next signal is red. And I don't know if that's a real red signal. I assume no, because we already had a signal that showed red, but we could just drive over it. But we'll see. Just in case the game kicks us out, we do have a save. Oh wait, there's another train coming, so that red light was justified. So let's slowly drive forwards already. Have you seen that? It showed green for a second on the other track because the train was in front of it. And this game seems to do is this is another thing. People on Railworks keep complaining that signals in trains are bad because it can only show red or green, but after just seen this signal, it showed green on the wrong side. Even though another train was heading that way, then it showed red, and as soon as that train passed, it blinked green for a second again, which is something that will never happen in real life, because in real life we would need to like lay a route over this, lay a path over that signal, the junction to even work, and so on and so forth. At least the water looks nice, by the way. So I need to do that. and it's impossible for the signal to show green in the wrong direction like this at all. This won't happen in real life. This game is unrealistic as hell. So start complaining about train signals. Wir erreichen jetzt Innsbruck Westbahnhof. And magically, there's not only no cars in Austria, but also the train service depot in Austria has some German trains to serve. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, here's another map of the route actually, and this one is readable. I'm surprised. So I'm surprised this route of the map is actually readable. So this is the section we have driven. Meanwhile, you can see the short running services end there, and this is also a route that's available for trains, but not for this game, I think. Yeah, we can still look around here. Then there's this route which connects to the Camden route, which is a diesel route. I don't know. It's a Zugspitzbahn connecting route. Yeah. And then there's this, which is also in trains. The Oberammergaubahn route. But in trains it's not really that fun. It was just an additional package of the München to Mittenwald route. There, it's not too great of a route. And finally we see some other trains down train that's not Italian 2, and we should probably brake. Oh fuck, that was the wrong button. Fuck, that was the wrong button. Yeah, that sure was not a brake, but I mean, we're still kind of at the station, so okay, no, the game does not want us to that was here, which makes sense. So let's drive back into the station. It's actually not that much way over around. The station is still pretty small. Come on, open the door, open the door, get on the floor, please walk the dinosaur. Oh, it did. Good. The way that you actually have to hold the button is weird. Okay, and this should be the last part of the journey, going through Innsbruck itself, until we reach Innsbruck Central Station, which is where this trip ends. Okay, so going to our destination signs. Yep. Oh, we can go 70, I just wanted to say, but nope, it's a 60 instead. Yeah, we're just going around the curve here and that's it. Liebe Fahrgäste, der nächste Halt ist Innsbruck Hauptbahnhof, wo diese Fahrt endet. Bitte alles aussteigen. Dieser Zug fährt dann zurück nach München Hauptbahnhof. Ich hoffe, Sie hatten eine angenehme Fahrt und wir hoffen, dass wir Sie bald wieder in unseren Zügen begrüßen dürfen. In Innsbruck Hauptbahnhof haben Sie Anschluss an den Nahverkehr der S-Bahn Innsbruck und an den Fernverkehr mit ICE, Intercity und Regiojet-Zügen der ÖBB. Auf Wiedersehen. Attention, the next stop is the last stop on this route. All passengers are required to leave the train. At Innsbruck Hauptbahnhof, you can change to trains of Intercity services, Intercity Express services, Regiojet services by ÖBB, and also S-Bahn services of the S-Bahn Innsbruck. We hope we will see you aboard soon at DB Regio, and wish you a pleasant day. Goodbye. I don't know if you noticed, but also as soon as we reach this absolutely treeless station, those mountains are lovely, with amazing 4 German trains and Austrian station that don't belong here. The game's frame rate got down to 4 FPS, and I have no idea how. We have 4 trains on screen, with practically no trees. We have buildings that look like they are from MSTS, and we have 2D tracks that also look like they are from MSTS. How is the game's frame rate at 4 FPS? Even open rails can, with something that looks like this, get at least 15 FPS on high settings. So, no. What the heck? I really don't understand. The performance of this game is suddenly horrible. On the other hand, this does explain why they chose such a boring and lonely single track route, because otherwise the game's performance would suffer. Amazing. Okay, and I guess we arrived. And I have got an amazing 0 points. Lovely. I don't even know. Like, yeah, because you're getting... whatever, I'm not gonna talk about this. So enough for this run.